Hi, I'm Mike, Kai's dad. Kai's recently finished doing a recording with our friend Little Cloud. Some of you would have met Little Cloud at the markets when we've been there. I've got him here today and we're going to ask him some questions about the song they've written and recorded called Hi, I'm. Little Cloud, before I ask you anything about Kai's song, where did you first meet Kai?
I met Kai through Joe. Everyone knows Joe. And Joe met my sister at a government event that Joe was speaking at. And she was just talking, she mentioned that she was looking for a music teacher. Liz said, look, my brother's a music producer and he's living with me at the moment. So she put me in touch and I met Kai and I just thought he was an amazing kid and I loved the whole idea. I saw a photo that had been shot of him with Kaiko, you know, and I thought, mate, awesome, you know. So he started being a guitar student, you know. It was quite a bit of fun. So I met him, yeah, that one day here when I came over. It was a Saturday morning, I remember it, won't forget it. And same day I met you and met Joe.
And what inspired you to do the track with Kai?
Well, I thought, you know, when you're ADHD, dyslexic, anywhere on the spectrum, you see things a little bit different, maybe, you know, and I had to take that into my stride, and I knew, you know, I sort of had a feeling he's a special kid in many ways, and so is Kobe, which is the other part of Kaiko. And I thought, how will I approach teaching Kai guitar? So we started out with just having fun, and then along the way, I thought, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach him some stuff that I can use, and then I'm going to record him. So he's got a product to look at the end of the day, and so that it means something, so that it's set in stone, you know. So so I started teaching him slide guitar, and you'll hear slide guitar, and it's Kai. He's playing all that guitar at the end of the song. So
what does Kai actually do in the track?
He does all the vocals. I don't do any of the vocals. I wanted him to do everything that was human, you know. Everything that's synthesis or drums, I do, and he does all the guitar playing. I'm going to get him to do every single note. So he did every single note, he did every single vocal tone as well. So I've produced heaps and heaps of albums for people, and I understand technology, so I thought we'll do something that's a bit current. My expectation of this product was Kai had to like it. If I got to 95% of it and he didn't like it, I would dump the whole thing and start again. So I quizzed him a bit about music he likes, and I saw a guy called Marshmallow, and he liked the track. That was the first time I met him. He played me that track, and I forgot the name of it. But so I built it around the feeling of that song, because I thought, you know, that's to sort of honour that moment.
It sounds like you use synthesizers quite a bit in the song. Can you give us the names of some of the ones you've used?
Synthesizers are a huge part of current music. There's a company called U for Universe -HE, so U-HE, UHE. They're a German company, and they've developed the closest thing to, they depth code and model hardware synthesizers into software, about the best that I've ever found out there. So I use a product of theirs called Zebra and Diva. And in this song, I use those. And right now, if you follow my mouse going around the man with the guitar in the lake, this is Kai's project here I've got on the screen. I'll open that up. Now, just quickly, this is the project progression. So down here, that would have been the first, or the opening template when I first started building the structure of the song. I'm not going to open up any of these except for the top one, because if I did, it takes too long on this computer. I don't use this computer now to build stuff with. I've got a more recent one. So what I'll do is I'll just open up. I work in a program called Ableton Live. So that's Zebra, Diva, a product called Omnisphere, and Serum I used mainly in this one.
Some of Kaiko family out there might want to know a bit about the technical stuff behind how you actually did this track. Can you take us through the production process?
Not everybody's into this kind of thing, you know. You might just like listening to songs and that, or music, and that's great. When I was a kid, I would have loved to have known, okay, how did you do that? Where does that sound come from? Or, you know, what do I have to do to make something sound like that? You can build songs with applications that give you blocks, like they'll give you a bass riff, you know, and then they'll give you a drum riff, and then you just copy and paste the two together, and you've got a bass and drum, and you can do that and create a song. But real writers that do songs in the music industry don't do that. We actually create everything ourselves. So in this track, everything has been created by me. I did everything. I created the kick drums, the snares, the hi-hats, the synth sounds, the arpeggiations, everything was done, and it's in this folder here that you're seeing in a program called Ableton Live. I use Ableton Live because I like it. I can talk to it. I find other programs, for any of you techies out there like Logic Audio or any of the other ones that people use, I find I just don't talk to them that well. They argue back, and you know, they confuse me and whatever. But I've found for years now, Ableton Live is just so easy to understand and to build things in. I can build anything in this now. So I would start, you know, with drums. So it would look like this, you know. Maybe I'll just play the kick drum for a second that you'll hear in the track when you listen to it. I'll go, that's... The kick drum, right? That's the snare. These are the hats. There's a thing we call chord blocks. Different people will have different names for it, of course, you know. These things, if you watch my mouse, these things here are what I've called chord blocks. Now, I might have taken 4 hours, 5, 6 hours, whatever, to build these, and they would be I've summed up a bunch of stuff, and what you're looking at in these 2 tracks here is, it could be 12 tracks, it could be 20 tracks, but I'll play it so you hear it. But this final version that I'm working in has to have only summed up, completed tracks in it that are made up, or that make up the song, right? So these chord blocks here sound like this. That'll be using 3 or 4 different synthesizers and a bunch of other stuff. So to build something really powerful, and that's, you know, been my job for years, it's about just hard work, about sitting down and you know, and making it happen. And it was worth it to do it for Kai, because you know, he's building in a fantastic. That's the thing about Kaiko, is it's about Kai and his brother, and I really wanted to put the time and effort into making a song, doing it properly, doing it the way I would if I was paid by an artist out in the industry. I wanted to do it properly, because it's a genuine, authentic, real Australian product, you know. The whole family's involved, and I wasn't going to use anything that was going to short circuit or short change that, you know, that end product. So I hope you like it when you hear it, and yeah.
Thanks for being with us today, LC. Any last comments?
Well, my last comments would be what I just said. I think if you like it, mate, send it out, you know, to friends, suggest it to people, and follow the link that's been given to you to listen to it. And when you listen to it, that's Kai. He does all the vocals on it, and he does all the guitar at the end. He does all of it. That's Kai for you. Thanks for talking to me today, and thanks for asking the questions. It's been great, and yeah, thank you.
I am Kai.